Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we're on one of my favorite decks, which is Linecracker Druid. I'm trying new cards in the deck. I want to try Aquatic Form. This card looks really good, but I don't know if it's gonna be that insane in this deck in particular. So I don't know exactly how much I need it. I don't know how much more card draw the deck needs. And double Naturalize solely to try and deal with the priests that are going around, and also, I mean, it allows us to snipe KAEL'THAS's. So I think it's pretty solid to try in the deck. So one of the reasons I think this deck might be good is that both of those decks are very much damage-based combos, and depending on when they go off, right? If they go off on turn 3, it's gonna be a little bit harder to actually have enough armor to survive. But if it's like turn 5, 6, 7, this deck can have like 20, 30 armor at those points. And then in combination with like a Poison Seeds or some other form of removal, or like Spreading Plague, at least for in the case of the priests, you should probably be able to survive. So I think for that reason, this deck is pretty solid. Also, if you just land the Linecracker combo against either of those decks, they just lose. Those decks can't do anything to it. The Druids draw way too much to you. They won't even deal like 200 damage worth of armor to you before they actually just die. And then the priests, I mean, they can, but they'll die to fatigue before their two 20/20s are going to actually kill you. So, with all that being said, this might be a little bit harder to play right now because there are a lot of people that are running like anti-combo cards, right, to deal with Druid and Priest. So, with that being said, how about we try out the first game, and yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, guys. So with that being said, I'll see you guys all in the first one. Alright, first matchup is against a rogue. Okay, Aquatic Form in the opener. Interesting to try it out. Plague is going to be really nice. The one thing I am worried about is this deck, like this version of the deck is not running Lightning Blooms, which I don't quite know how I feel about yet. I think Lightning Bloom is just one of those really good cards that you kind of want to be playing. I should have played this first. Ooh, never mind. Okay, so that's just +2. If I slam this turn, I can do this next turn. I don't want to give him more mana, though. I'd rather wait for him to flood the board and then slam Plague. We know it's not Quest, he milled the leftmost card in his hand. Seeing though the Earthen Scales at the bottom is kind of painful, not gonna lie. It's really bad, because it means that we could just gain, like, I mean, to be fair, 1,000 armor will also just beat this deck. Even 500 will most likely beat it. But it just sucks to have it at the bottom. That's actually something I need to get a little bit better at playing this deck, is judging when I can actually just kill my opponent just by gaining like 500 armor or so. Because 500 armor is a lot, right? When you think about how much effort it takes aggro decks to even deal 30 damage occasionally, right? Now just kind of like amplify that by like 20 times almost, and it's like, you know, it's typically fine and will get people to concede. But or else, if you're holding Mecha'thun and he hasn't had an answer to it, right, you could also just get to a point where it's just like, I can just slam Mecha'thun here and just be chilling. So I'm gonna slam this next turn. Yeah, this is fine here. It's gonna most likely, I guess it's gonna eat. Can either eat both of these or eats a hit from the weapon. So either way, it's like kind of good. That's an interesting draw. I would rather it hit a weapon charge here. If it hits a charge from the weapon and then he plays more minions, it puts me in like such a good position. Because then I could just go next turn, I could go Plague, and then I have enough health and taunts to ideally delay whatever the fuck he's doing. So yeah. And then also not lose too much health, right? If I'm at 16, I should be fine. I guess worst case scenario here would be, there's a couple things that are not ideal, but oh, he was trying to go for the snipe on the 5/4. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, I'm fine slamming this here for just 4. At 5. This will bring me up to 7. Let's just do that like this. I was debating going up to 7, going branching paths, or Ferocious Howl or some combination of things like that. But I think just doing this, even though it's for 4 and not for max value, I think it should be fine here because he'll use a lot of resources to kill these most likely. And then we can gain a lot of armor with what we have in hand. I actually was thinking about putting the new draw 3 card in the deck. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I think it could be interesting in the deck. That's not ideal, but okay. On 8 mana though, we can do like a lot of stuff. I should have arguably also slammed. Yeah, I should have also slammed the other bio project here. That's kind of a mistake on my part. Yeah, that was actually a pretty large mistake on my part. I'm gonna gain just a whole bunch of armor here. We take a lot of damage here, but like I'm in a position where there's not much I can do. I need like Fungal Fortune into Spreading Plague next turn, and that's like the only way I can still win this game. To be fair, if I hit that, I think I just auto win. The problem is like Oaken Summons also doesn't do it. Hydra is really, really shit. We drew like no card draw this game, and we kind of got fucked in the ass for it. The card I wanted. Fungal Fortune puts me down to 3 mana. Okay, I have to do a super greedy play. Well, it's not even that greedy, it's just the play I have to do in order to potentially survive. It's not ideal. No, I'm still dead, right? Yeah. 5, 15. I'm at 4. I'm at 16. So I guess I'm technically still alive. I'm not in a good position, but I'm technically still alive. Yeah, this is one of those games where we hit no card draw. Aquatic Form feels really shit. Yeah, Aquatic Form felt really shit this game. Okay, well. He had it. Yeah, I've decided I'm gonna stop bitching about the deck he's playing, and stop saying that the meta decks are fine. But yeah. Anyways, let's just skip the next one. All right. Warrior's an interesting matchup. It's not good necessarily for us, but it's not bad either. Yeah. Okay, in this scenario, why do I draw this card every single time now? I went from just perpetually burning this card with Fungal Fortune to it's in my fucking opener hand every single game. Like, this is quite literally, I didn't draw a card on turn 1. It's super fucking bad. I want to slam this here. Take a Branching Paths. I want to put both Branching Paths, I think, on top. Oh, it's a control deck. So, fun fact, this game is going to be a loss if this is Dead Man's Hand. / almost impossible to win. I need to hit exactly Guff on curve in order to potentially win this game. And I can never slam an Oaken Summons. Just how this goes. This is really good. Yeah, Oaken Summons is the card I just cannot cast because I need to have multiple minions in my hand to protect the Mecha'thun. Is the real thing. Like, Mecha'thun is the only way I can actually ever beat Deadman's Hand. So I need to do, like, protect it as much as possible. That's fine. His armor doesn't bother me. Like, he's clearly doing... Fuck. I want to slam this so bad to thin out my deck, but it's super fucking wrong. I'm just gonna draw 2 off this. Bruh. I fucking hate this game. I actually fucking hate this game. How is it that the one game I don't want to see Oaken Summons, I see both of them, and then the fucking last game where turn 3 Oaken Summons would have just won me the game if I went Vargoth into injured Marauder? How is it that, like, that never happens? Pain and suffering. That's all it is. Guff? Okay, well. I'm gonna just slam this here. I think it's arguably fine here. I have to play that just in case. Yeah. I have to play that in case it hit Ferocious Howl, right? Because else I would have burnt a card, and if I would have burnt Guff, I lost the game on the spot. Yeah, we were in a really, really bad position. We were in a really fucking bad position. Again, Guff is the only card I actually want to see drawn here. Just the ramp it gives me is just so fucking important at this point. Build a ramp above and then go Linecracker, and then I could just turbo draw through my deck. Super fucking important. So at this point I have all the win cons in my deck. Except for the Linecracker and Earthen Scales. And we know, basically at this point we know there's 10 cards left in my deck, so it's a 1 in 10. Don't pull Mecha'thun. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. If it pulled this, we were like Omega fine. But it did not, so we're like in a really, yeah. Problem is that if it actually is Deadman's Hand, now he can go infinite and just never die to fatigue. And this game is just going to take 6 years to actually complete. I don't have any other cards I'm about to play, so I just have to gain armor here, I guess. Again, this game without Guff is so much harder to play. So 1 in 7 now to draw it. I actually just can't go off until I find Guff. I need a minimum of 11 mana to actually have it work out right. Because I need to play this, bees it, and then so on and so forth. Oh my god. At this point I can just fucking slam this. That's fine. Yeah, slamming this here is fine. You know, it might actually, if my draw here is Linecracker, it might actually just be correct to slam a Linecracker and just be like, yo, do you have the piece of removal or not? Because if he doesn't, I mean, bees just wins me the game, right? It's 10, 20, 40, 80 damage. So if I draw a Linecracker exactly here, it's not Linecracker. I think I still do it. Show me the removal spell. If he has the removal spell, he wins the game. If he doesn't have the removal spell, oh well. The other way I win is through potentially triple naturalizing and burning the other Deadman's Hand. That is the only other way I can win. Okay, he had the piece of removal. Oh well. Guff top deck one time. I can throw this away into Fungal Fortune. how the fuck is this possible? How is Guff actually in the... I want to slam this, but it's so bad. Because I don't have a card to play afterwards. Guff is actually the last card of my deck. We're in a dead man's hand. It's the only way I can win from here. If he has second rat here, by the way, I also just lose the game. Yeah, I lose to second rat into second shield slam. I also lose to that card. Yeah, that's a thing. I swear this deck is not bad. Shut the fuck up. You have the second removal spell? He needs to have the other removal spell now. Or else bees will just kill him. But yeah, Skulking Geist is the other card that you don't typically see that one in Dead Man's Hand, but I could see how it's good if people are running Jade Idol, but no one's currently running Jade Idol. That was really good while Quest Hunter was in the meta, but I haven't really seen a Quest Hunter recently. So I don't know how good it is right now, but it's like legit oh, I guess he doesn't have shield slumps anymore or executes. Huh, interesting. Minefield does it. Blade Storm does it. Hit Course does it. Vargoth does it as well. Yeah. I'm gonna just do this here. At that point, you should know that I had no threats left in my deck. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate game. I just never happened to see Guff until the quite literally bottom 3 cards of my deck. But what can you do? It happens. Anyways, though, let's just queue up the next one. All right. A druid. Okay, well, Oaken Summons is the way I win this matchup, so yeah. Okay. I think we can actually win this one. Yeah. I think we can win this one. Okay. No, I was debating going like a really greedy play of like Bio Project Moonlit Guidance. I think that is actually probably correct. Bio Project Moonlit Guidance would have been fine. Take this. If he goes off here, he goes off here. That was the risky play of doing that. But it makes it so this turn I have a better Oaken Summons. This is why I should have done it last turn. Because if I would have done it last turn, I would have just had more. I would have been able to do this turn and then this again the turn after. This has to hit Vargoth. Beautiful. Quite literally, like, next turn my plan is to either slam Oaken Summons again or Branching Paths to gain 12. If I have enough armor, that deck actually just can't kill me, is my mentality here. So, yeah. And if his whole game plan right now is to just do that, get a little bit of value. If he can't kill me here, Naturalize wins me the game. Branching Paths Naturalize actually will just win me the game. So that's a thing. If he can kill me, he can kill me. If he can't kill me, again, it's one of those things where I can't really say what's gonna happen, right? If I get another turn, I win the game. If I don't get another turn, I'm pretty sure I lost the game. Yeah, if I get another turn, the reason I win the game is I just go Poison Seas, Branching Paths, gain 12 pass. I don't think he can kill me through that. No KAEL'THAS. No UI tokens. Okay, if he killed the Vargoth, that means he probably can't kill me. Okay, yeah, he probably cannot kill me in this case. Which means that this card wins me the game here. I mean, if my hand was also perfect draws, he also lost here. So, that's a thing. Right, if I could just now go off with this because I have 10 mana, I would have just won the game. This can do this. There we go. His deck does not have enough burn now to kill me. This is how you beat Druid, even after they go off. Apparently this deck has no counterplay, so I'm glad that we found counterplay. Like, gain enough armor, the deck just can't kill you. Naturalize would be the next best draw on my deck. That card's not great. It's this, right? This gives me 2. I can transfer this, so then I have 2 against a 2/2. 2 1/5s against a, or else I'll have. Yeah, no. So this. So you can get another 9/9, which makes him take 1,000,000 fatigue. And then I could win just through slamming taunts is the real thing. So the rest of his hand is like card draw and then the double spell. If he doubles Miracle Growth, he just loses the game. Right? He'll take 6 factorial or 7 factorial damage in the next 2 turns, and I have a Spreading Plague in order to counter it. In order to count them punching me in the face. Also, I can just gain 12 again, so. Yeah, I guess he also has Moonfires. That's something else. Oh, and Barnes. I forgot Barnes was a card that he played in his deck. Oh. I'm surprised he's still sitting through it. I would have thought he would have conceded. Just get enough armor to the point where he can't do shit. Now Miracle Growth would be a 6/6. Which is way more reasonable, and also kind of dies to bees. Almost dies to bees, but yeah. Again, I'm surprised he has yet to concede. I would have thought at this point he would have conceded. Best draw right now would most likely just be Fungal or Guff. I can bees to kill that. Where's the fun in that? What does he have left? He has double Moonfire left. Probably 1 Living Root. Okay, so if I had to guess, double Moonfire, Living Roots, Miracle Growth, Nourish would be the last card. Maybe a second Nature Studies. Oh, no, another Capture Mine. So that means that if I do this, he can still kill it. Alright. We'll give him another turn or so before we slam this, or we just kill that. I don't want to throw bees at this at all, really. I don't think that's the right play to do here. Yeah, I just want to find any form of card draw. Naturalize would be phenomenal. I'll do that now. Just because I drew the other one. Again, I don't need infinite armor to win at this point. Like, even like Bio Project would be good. I mean, Bio Project just wins me the game, I think. So I can do this, Bio Project B's, Earthen Scales, and then I gain 50, and then he concedes. Or he concedes now. But yeah. I found the counterplay to it. Just gain armor, forehead. Anyways, we have time for one more game, so let's queue it up real quick. Oh, this is not the matchup I was expecting. I'll accept it. This whole hand is good. I'm assuming it's even, so that's why I keep the Poison Seeds. And the Naturalize is also really good against that deck. It's right, it's not even, so these both cards are kind of shit, but... Oh, if it's Mecha'thun, I mean, we could burn Mecha'thun with Naturalize. Ferocious Howl is fine. I'll put that to the top. Mecha'thun being at the bottom is actually really fucking good for once. Like, I'm very glad to see it down there. This does mean that the game comes down to whoever draws their deck faster, which could be bad. But, I mean, we have tools to help prevent him from doing that in Naturalize, so I'm not too worried about it. If he ends the turn with 9 cards in hand, the slime is just Naturalize and just pray we burn a combo piece. Okay, well, this is actually pretty solid here too. The other thing is, like, at 9 cards, right? I mean, sure. Fuck. Oh, it's a decent burn. But my guess is he's gonna give whatever to... He's gonna give the death rattle to his board and try to kill me that way. Thing is, with infinite armor, I just win through that. Right? Like, that's the problem with that game plan. Is I can beat that with infinite armor. Also, I want to be drawing cards. Ferocious Howl is pretty nice. Okay, I'm just missing Guff now. If I draw Guff this turn, I win the game. I'm fairly certain the game is just won. I need Guff and 1 more Bees. Okay, I'm able to still slam Guff this turn, so this card does not bother me too much. I'm gonna just gain some even more health. Because if he's planning on trying to fatigue me to death, I mean, as long as I have Mecha'thun in hand, which means when I get down to like 3 cards left, I just need to make sure I have room for 3 cards left in my hand. I should be fine. Because again, if I have no cards in my deck, Mecha'thun wins me the game. If I can survive. Which is why the infinite armor is gonna be very, very important here. If he taps now, that was severely the wrong order. That was terrible ordering in my opinion, but okay. There's the other bees. This bees is gonna be a lot harder to play now. I want him to slam another plague. Again, I'm trying to draw as many cards as possible. Or, well, empty out my hand as much as possible. Probably my hand is basically all just combo pieces. I just need fucking Guff, man. Guff into Bio Project or Floop just wins me the game. Yeah, okay. I know exactly what he's trying to do now. You can arguably try to go off right now, but I think it's bad. And he'll mill the rest of my deck. If he doesn't... If I find a Moonlit Guidance, I'm going to slam it, I think, to just draw cards. Oh, well, to try and get Mecha'thun into my hand. Fungal Fortune, that's fine. Mecha'thun's at the bottom of my deck. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that, man? How the fuck have I not seen Guff in any of the games we played today? That's what I want to know. Ow. I'm pretty sure I'm dead this turn, though. My draws these games have been absolutely disgustingly bad, man. If he doesn't kill me here, I still have Bio Project as an out. No, I'm dead. I'm beyond dead. Yep. No second Bio Project, no Guff throughout any of our games. That's... Guff would have won me that game if I would have drawn it anywhere decent, like at any decent time. That's just really, really unfortunate. Really fucking unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, actually, let's open packs. I want to open packs. That's actually so like, we got so unlucky in the games we played today. Like, I hate chalking shit up to just like, oh, we got really fucking unlucky. We saw Guff in none of our games. The odds of that happening are not exactly high. Right? In 4 games seeing no Guffs and having him always be like bottom 5 cards of our deck. Just feels bad, man. Also, like, again, that game with no Moonlit Guidances was also something else. Maybe I should have taken Moonlit Guidance instead of Ferocious Howl off the top. Maybe I should have stopped drawing cards. Like, there were definitely plays I could have done there with how things went down, but I think playing into drawing Guff there was always correct. Because if you would have hit Guff, right, and I was able to go off, like if I would have had to hit Guff on curve, I survived him dealing me damage with all that shit. I 100% survived, and I would have had a Mecha'thun in hand. I would have just drawn my entire deck at that point. If I take even 1,000 damage, but I have 4,000 armor, like I'm not in a bad position, right? I still have 3,000 health in order to survive. But the problem was that I just never hit anything to allow me to go off with Linecracker, which has always kind of been a problem with Linecracker Druid, is that you would get those games where you just can't actually go off. And because you're missing one piece. Like before, you used to have to go off with like Emperor first to lower the cost of shit in your hand, right? You'd lower the cost of one combo piece in your hand, and then you'd be able to go off with going like Linecracker, Gloops, Glorious Gloop, Beezit, so on and so forth. You'd actually have to hit one of those cards. It was typically Linecracker or Floops that you would hit, but you'd have to hit those, and then you were able to go off, gain your infinite armor and whatnot. But like, it's always had that hard time of hitting it. Last meta was one of the very few ones you're actually able to do it consistently. I think this one might be a little bit too fast, but again, this deck has a really good matchup against Druid. You could just gain enough armor to the point where he can't OTK you, and then you kill off his Vargoth, and then he just sits there with like a 3/4, and he's just like, what now? And then you should just win through there. Anyways, though, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Leave a like and comment down below decks you would like to see on the channel. I'm running. I have some ideas of decks I want to play, as you guys probably saw throughout the game. A little quick spoiler. But I have some ideas, but I would like some more for some of the other classes that I don't play too often. So, you know, like Rogue, Paladin, Demon Hunter, things like that. Things that we haven't yet to play in the new set. So basically anything besides like big Demon Hunter. But yeah, anyways, with all that being said, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Alright guys? Peace.